Liebe Karate-Freunde, ich möchte im Vorfeld eines anmerken. Da die Videos der Kämpfe von Thomas Nitschmann in seiner aktiven Zeit zwischen 1990 und 2000 aufgenommen wurden, ist dementsprechend auch die Bildqualität. Daher bitte ich für euer Verständnis. Bevor das Video beginnt, gestattet mir bitte kurz ein paar Worte über diesen herausragenden Ausnahmeathleten zu sagen. Bis jetzt gibt es von Thomas nur wenige Kämpfe in den Medienportalen, die nur mit Mühe über andere Kämpfer oder diverser Turniereingaben zu finden sind. Nicht aber bei Eingabe über Thomas Nitschmann selbst. Dies soll sich mit diesem Video, was ausschließlich Fotos und Kämpfe von Thomas enthält, nun ändern. Als sein langjähriger Schüler finde ich es schade, dass fast keine Schüler sowohl im Breiten- als auch Leistungskaratesport Thomas ihren Trainer und Vorbild auf Turnieren je kämpfen sahen. Auch wenn ihm das WM- und EM-Gold je verwehrt blieben, wegen Kampfrichterfehlentscheidungen in den WM- und EM-Finalkämpfen, wie es Medien sogar bestätigten, war Thomas zu seiner aktiven Zeit für mich ganz klar der beste Kämpfer. Sein leichtfüßig, athletisch und perfekter Kampfstil lässt für mich keinen Zweifel daran. Für die, die Thomas Nitschmann noch nicht kämpfen sahen oder ihn generell nicht kennen, hoffe ich, dass er euch genauso begeistern wird wie mich über 3 Jahrzehnte hinweg. Und jetzt wünsche ich euch viel Freude mit Fotos und Kämpfen von Thomas Nitschmann. Lieben Dank für eure Aufmerksamkeit.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. the day that I would pray for you. I go and misbehave just so you notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. Our first time, our first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
Da kann auch dran vorbei. Was tut sich da hinten? Ja, ist noch ein anderer.
words in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread, with every word that I said.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all.
Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside, when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die.
Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all.
I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again, I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel his tense, don't know the consequence. The volatility of like my only confidence. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous. I don't give a fuck, I keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being just mental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right, yeah. So I'ma figure out where I can succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous. I don't give a fuck, I keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous. I don't give a fuck, I keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful, I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, yeah. I don't think you understand what I go through, just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity ain't leading, I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't get the fuck this potential is deep inside of me. But they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things. And they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on the boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and not includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right. So I'ma figure out where else to succeed. And then invest all of my time in the that I'm pursuing. I need whatever the hell can make me happy. And I don't think you ever quite tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous.
Entrée de jeu, il marque 6 points avec le balayage et suivi Gaffe au sol.
That I'm never gonna make it.
Et là encore un Gaku. On a préféré accorder le point français, mais il a raison, c'était clair. C'était beaucoup plus facile, comme ça. Voilà, et c'est encore Alex qui marque.
Ich hoffe, euch hat das Video über Thomas Nitschmann gefallen und er konnte euch genauso mit seinen Kämpfen beeindrucken, begeistern und zum Karatesport inspirieren wie mich. Falls Interesse besteht, im Dojo von Thomas Nitschmann zu trainieren, ruft am besten, bevor ihr vorbeikommt, im Dojo an, da es sein kann, dass zurzeit ein Aufnahmestopp besteht. Die Telefonnummer und Adresse seht ihr im Bild eingeblendet. Bleibt bitte gesund und alles Gute für die Zukunft.